The Newport News man who illegally sold the gun used in the deadly terror attack at Old Dominion University has pleaded guilty in federal court. Now Chapman is waiting for sentencing. Leila Cox has more on today's guilty plea.
Chapman appeared in Norfolk's federal courthouse Friday morning where he pleaded guilty to 4 felony charges connected to illegal firearm sales. This comes months after Chapman pleaded not guilty to the counts shortly after his March indictment.
Mr. Chapman is exactly the reason why it is a federal and a state felony to sell a gun to a felon who should not have a gun.
Chapman stood before a federal magistrate judge Friday morning and admitted his role in illegally obtaining and selling guns. Federal investigators say Chapman sold Muhammad Jallo a stolen .22 caliber Glock 44 with an altered serial number for $100. Prosecutors say Jallo used that gun during the March 12th terror attack at Old Dominion University, killing ROTC instructor Lieutenant Colonel Brandon Shaw and wounding 2 cadets. Chapman pleaded guilty to 4 felony counts, 3 counts of making false statements when purchasing guns in Hampton and Yorktown in 2021, and 1 count of selling guns without a federal license. Inside the courtroom, the judge asked Chapman whether he understood he was giving up his right to a speedy public trial by pleading guilty. Chapman responded he did. When asked if he was guilty of all 4 offenses, Chapman responded, "Yes, Your Honor."
It is our worst nightmare that somebody takes a stolen gun, sells it for $100, and that the wrongdoer who buys that gun goes off and commits an act of terrorism on a college campus and kills an American hero.
Norfolk Commonwealth's attorney Ramin Fatahi says today's plea does not erase the consequences of what happened.
Just because you take responsibility and admit that you did something wrong doesn't undo it.
The magistrate judge will now recommend that senior U.S. District Judge Arenda Wright Allen accept the plea. In Norfolk, Leila Cox, 13 News Now.
And Chapman's sentencing date is scheduled for December 18th.